Okay, we're live.
So I guess the point of tonight's client meeting is really three main things. The first is to check everything's okay. The second is to see if there are any bugs that we need to sort. And the third is to try and find out whether you've had any thoughts for phase one requirements.
Okay.
So is the application working okay?
So far from my side is working very well. I have one question about the duplication in sponsors, or if we enter the wrong sponsor and we want to delete it. Shall we enter another sponsor under the same name, or what can we do?
Can you edit the sponsor?
Edit.
We have to edit the sponsor, the whole sponsor information.
Yes.
Because we have a real case. The user entered a sponsor twice. He did not know that this sponsor had a number before.
Oh.
Now we want to resolve this problem. I guess we have to edit the information and use the same second number for another sponsor.
Yeah, we don't have a delete for the sponsor, do we?
So this is the healthy case to edit the sponsor.
Yeah, and create another sponsor from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, as you said, the OSRA number will be recycled. So once it's assigned, it does not change.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a problem?
I guess we will edit the name, right?
Yeah,
And
you can edit.
Yeah, and assign it to another sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's okay for now.
For future, do you think that we should have validation for this case?
Right. This is what I mentioned. I was to mention.
So how would you like to validate sponsor uniqueness? Is it just
by name?
Just by name?
I don't know, actually. Name,
maybe.
Start date, maybe?
Maybe when we will talk about the user roles in phase 2, we can manage this section. What do you think, Rani?
Yes, it would be good.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be fairly simple for us to add a uniqueness validation to sponsors. We just need to decide what parameters to use. Is it just a name? Is it the name plus country, for example? We can combine them in just about any way, so it's up to you how you would like to see that.
Maybe the name and the phone number?
Yeah. Is the phone number, so the phone number is not required?
Not mandatory.
Yeah,
so it's possible. Yeah.
Start date is mandatory, right?
Well, start date, no, it's not mandatory right now.
The other problem with a phone number is if someone put the phone number in one field with no spaces in, and someone spaced a limited phone number,
yes,
they would be seen as two separate values. So it may not be a great field to do validations against.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we decide we're going to do further work on the phone number when it's submitted, like strip all white space out of it.
Well, for now, I would say that since the phone number is not even a mandatory field, we probably shouldn't rely on it.
Uh-huh. So if it's not mandatory, you cannot use it for a validation?
Well, we can. It's just that there is always the possibility that you can have somebody enters the sponsor information and doesn't enter the phone number, and then enters that same sponsor information and enters a phone number for that. and now you have two records that the application thinks are two separate, two distinct records, but they're really the same thing. It would be better to use fields that are mandatory. We know that they're always there.
Yeah, for sure, but because this is the most unique thing is the phone number. The city is not unique. The name, I don't know.
But the
Maybe
combination.
A combination. Yeah, a combination between the name, country, and the city.
Name, country, city.
Yeah, country, city.
That's going to be fairly unique, I would have thought.
Okay. So you are programmers. You know better. Ranim also.
Well, as
Ranim is a programmer also.
As Nick said, we can validate on any of those fields. I think we just feel that maybe his phone number's going to be more error prone and less likely to give you a good validation. Do you want to think about it a little bit and maybe talk about it at the next client meeting once you thought about the fields that would make it unique? Or
okay. What do you think, Ranim?
I don't know, Wallah. Let's think about it for the next meeting.
For the next meeting, yes.
Yes.
For the next meeting, or if you make your mind up in the meantime, a post on Google+.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will use that.
So is that the only issue you're having at the moment?
From my side, yes. Ranim, do you have any issue?
No, nothing.
For now, everything is going great.
Good.
Yeah.
And have you given any thought about what you would like to see for phase 1?
Yeah, Ranim will talk about
Yes,
that.
yes, just a minute. For phase 1, it will stay as it is, but for the unassigned tasks, we prioritize them. Some of them will be in the phase 1 and the others in phase 2. Like option to save and create another sponsor. We may need it as phase 1. Names shouldn't allow special characters, also as phase 1. Store dates shouldn't allow dates prior to author establishment, phase 1 also. Adult orphan display, phase 1. Email format validation for sponsor, phase 1. The others are phase 2. These were the new list for us.
So Ranim, can you mention what in phase 2, because they are less.
Okay,
phase
the phase 2 just interface localization to Arabic, user roles, ability to reset forgotten passwords. These are for phase 2, and the others phase 1.
Okay, so everything's phase 1, but the localization. Yeah. And which are the two? Sorry.
Localization to Arabic, user roles, ability to reset forgotten passwords.
Okay.
Three items.
Yes.
3 points. 3 issues.
Splendid. Okay, that gives us something to talk about in our next sprint planning meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Nick?
No, I think that's it. Once we start working on those stories, we'll probably reach out to you for maybe some clarifications if we need them.
For sure.
Especially, I'm looking at the original Phase 1 stories, like Orphan Card and Orphan Card PDFs. We'll definitely need to talk to you a lot to understand your requirements for that.
Sure.
But other than that, yeah, I think that's, for now, I think we have, yeah, as Craig said, we have enough to talk about.
Okay. So the priorities of phase 1 before?
Sorry,
Yeah.
can you say that again?
Will you arrange the priorities of phase 1 before? Or how will you start the phase 1? By what will you start? By what issue?
Well, it's up to you. Whatever you need the soonest, I guess we'll start working on it right away. So within, I guess phase 2 can wait, but within phase 1, if you can prioritize the stories within that, then we'll tackle them in that order.
Okay.
Again, if you want to create an ordered list and then post that up on Google+,
Sure. We will.
That'll give us something to go on.
Okay, we will. We will do that maybe tomorrow. We will discuss it internally and write the result for prioritizing.
Okay.
Splendid.
Okay.
Is there anything else for us to talk about?
I think that's all. How about you, Ranim?
That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Ranim and Tarek, thank you very much.
Thank you very
for
much.
the meeting.
And we'll see you next week.
Hope so. On Sunday, right?
Yeah.
As usual, or
Yeah,
we
I
will
think so.
schedule? Okay, we will talk later.
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.